Hi, my fellow Miraculous. Yes, that's a long time I said that sentence, and it will be the only time as well. Because today I'm returning to Miraculous for one video, because guys, I have a story to share. For those of you who follow me already for a long time, you know I was a massive fan of Miraculous Ladybug for quite a while, besides of Winx and Frozen. And I loved it until it went wrong. So grab yourself a cup of tea, just like I did, because we are going to serve some hot tea here about the Miraculous World, the Miraculous ZAG Influencer Program, and two bitches from the ZAG Influencers named Ine and Starseed. Yes, I'm taking you to the ground. Enjoy your tea, enjoy this video. Oh, revenge. Okay, so we're beginning all the way in 2018, a little bit of introduction of how I ended up in the Miraculous world. In 2018, I became a fan of Miraculous and I was immediately hooked, and I never looked back until obviously now, but at the time I was hooked from 2018 all the way to 2023, and in between I never left that show because I loved it so much. I was so intrigued by the characters, the story, and especially by Cat Noir. He was my character. I loved him so much. I went to many Miraculous events. I began a Miraculous collection. I opened an Instagram account about Miraculous, a YouTube channel about Miraculous with many views in the end. It was actually crazy. I made many friends in the Miraculous world, which some of them I still hear until today. Hearts to my friend Maya, love you. And yeah, it was just a very great time until it went wrong. Until it fucking went wrong. Because guys, how amazing and beautiful it was, how horrific it became in the end. And that had all to do with the start of the ZAG Influencer program, but we come to that in a second. Because first we're going to 2022, where the drama, that was a fly I think, began. Oh my god. So in 2022, I got many invites to Miraculous events by ZAG, which was wonderful. Like, I mean, I had this channel at the time, I had this Instagram account, and I loved being seen by the company who created the show. I loved. So I was so amused with how many events I was able to attend, like Miraculous musicals, cruises, special screenings. It was crazy. I did so many wonderful Miraculous things. I even was playing Cat Noir on some events as an actual hired Cat Noir actor, which was so wonderful. I loved that so much. Like, I remember so much in 2023 how the avant-premiere was there of the Miraculous Ladybug film here in my country, and I was the whole day Cat Noir, and the kids were loving me as being their idol and being like, oh, Cat Noir, Cat Noir. It was so magical to hand these things to these children, and it was just wonderful. I loved that so much. But anyways, going back to 2022, I got invited to so many events. I was living the Miraculous dream. It was wonderful. And then I got to meet a girl online named Akumatized Camembert, aka Ine, which until today I checked, even though she blocked me, but I still checked. I just made an account to see what she was doing. Anyways, I checked and I saw that she was still active, so I will get you, bitch. I'm sorry, I just hate this girl so much because what she did to me. Anyways, going back into it. So I became friends with her in 2022. And we went to Paris together with my friend Christina. Christina is wonderful. I love Christina. She is amazing. I also still hear her I also still hear her until today. Like, she was lovely. But Ine. So I went with Ine and Christina to Paris. Wonderful experience. It was magical. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed my time. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was bad. We were all friends, right? So I had Ine on my private Instagram account, obviously, as well, because, well, we were friends. And on my private Instagram account, I can be very honest with you guys. Here and there, I post hate about religion, especially Islamic religion. It is what it is. I am not going to make it more beautiful than it is. I don't like religion, and religion doesn't like me. It is what it is. I am very honest about this, so I am not a fan of it. And with my friends, I'm very honest about this all the time. So on my private Instagram account for my friends, I'm always very honest about my beliefs and my opinions. And as a friend, which Ine was, I would have not imagined her to use this against me in the world of Miraculous. Because Miraculous, like on my Miraculous account, I was very open to everyone. I was not about religion, about this and that, like nothing. I was just Miraculous and promoting the show. And that was what I was doing. I was nothing else of the sort. And every time I would see anyone on conventions or events from any religion, from any race or whatever, I was super open, super glad, super fun. I really tried to give everyone the best time. I was super enthusiastic. Like, you can ask this to many people who have seen me on these events. They all loved it. So I was nothing racist or arrogant of the sort, because Ine afterwards claimed I was arrogant, racist, a bad person, evil, whatever not. Like, I saw screenshots, guys, of Ine trashing me down to everyone. It was wild. And honestly, she probably has no idea, but many Miraculous creators were saying everything to me, what she was saying to them. So I was aware of her trashing me down afterwards, you know? Anyways, but we're going too far into it. So back to 2022, I'm so sorry. So we were friends, blah, blah, blah. Everything was great until 2023. And I had no idea that she was doing it. But like I was saying, she was beginning to trash talk about me behind my back to everyone. Blah, 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 blah. Including a girl named Anita, the leader of the ZAG influencer program, which began in 2023. Hooray. Now, before the influencer program, like I just said, I got invited to so many Miraculous events. It was wonderful. I was an influencer for Miraculous, you know. I was everywhere to promote the show. Loved that. Also in 2023, like the first few months, I got invited to the cruise, to screenings. It was wonderful. But from the moment Miraculous the movie came, and the premiere was happened, everything changed. Because there was the program. There was the ZAG influencer program led by the bitch Anita. Because that's what she is. Oh my god. Toxicness, as you have never seen toxicness in a human being. Wonderful, honestly. So, the ZAG influencer program entered the game, and I was not important anymore, obviously, because Anita hated me because of the lies that Ine was saying to her, and Starseed, because Ine was friends with Starseed, a very big Miraculous creator who always seems super nice and super fun on her Instagram account, but well, she's toxic, she's a bitch, she's lying. Oh my god, you would not expect it from her, but she is bad. She's bad. Oh my god. Anyways, moving away from that. So, Anita just believed everything that Ine and Star were saying to her, and I was not allowed to be in the ZAG influencer program, even though I was influencing for ZAG and for Miraculous all the years before that. But from the moment the ZAG influencer program was there and Anita was in charge of that, I was not invited. Like, I could not be there. I was blacklisted because I was racist, arrogant, mean, evil, even a thief, because here and there on my Instagram account, I posted as a joke and whatever not that I would grab the promo posters on the streets to have them in my own collection, which here and there, I'm gonna be very honest, yes, I grabbed a promo poster hanging on the street because I know in a week these promo posters of Miraculous, they will be in the trash because there will be other promo posters. I have a collection, so yes, I grabbed them. But it was a poster, guys, a promo poster which will end up in the trash. Is that a reason to say I'm a thief? I am not going to the store and grab merchandise and do it in my backpack and leave the store. Like, that's a thief. That's not what I was doing. I was grabbing a promo poster. Wow, wonderful. Anyways, and also Ine had no problems with this one because I did the same in Paris with Ine next to me, and she was like, I'm so amazed with how you are just doing that. I wish I was the same. But she's making a problem from me being a thief. Yeah, sure. Because you said you wanted to be the same. Okay, guy, okay. She makes no sense. She honestly makes no sense. It is so amusing to me, anyways. So in 2023, she began all of this, and she had Anita on her side, and I was not invited to anything Miraculous anymore because all the invites for events, they were now arranged by ZAG Influencer Program. So I would not be invited by other employees anymore because the ZAG Influencer Program was in charge of invites to events, to screenings, to whatever. They were in charge of the PR, the campaigns, everything. So I was totally trashed out for no reason, while everyone else was able to be an influencer. They got invited to screenings, to this, to that. And I mean, you don't have to invite me. If you have other influencers who would be genuinely great influencers, you do you. Like, it would be super sad, but I can understand I cannot be invited everywhere. Like, you know, I am not a greedy person. It's just the way it was obvious what the reasons were trashed me and hurted me so much, I cannot describe it. Like, I saw every one of the influencers who being friends with Anita being invited everywhere, to a screening in Los Angeles, to a screening in Paris, to this event, to that event. Like, they got all the PR, every campaign, everything, always the same people who were friends with that bitch all the time. Even, that is something I will never understand, by the way, even people who are not even about Miraculous, they had an account who had nothing to do with Miraculous, they became ZAG influencers because they were friends with Anita. Hello? How unprofessional can you be? As a employee who is in charge of a ZAG influencer program, I would imagine you to be super professional and to go on the look for actual people who represent your brand in the perfect way. And let's be honest, I definitely was. My Instagram account was so huge at the time. I had so many followers. I influenced so many people who began to watch the show because of me. Like, how many times I reshared stories of everyone being like, Jamie Magic World, you made me obsessed with Miraculous, blah, 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 blah. Like, I was influencing the people definitely to love Miraculous, which is what you need to do as an influencer for Miraculous, right? But no, I was racist and I was bad, so I could not enter in the game. Like, oh no, I was a bad person. I needed to be blacklisted. Terrible, honestly. Oh my god. But other people who are like lying and gossiping and only promoting themselves, they were ZAG influencers. Makes sense. Makes total sense. Anita, Ine, and Starseed. We love them. We love them so much. But anyways, besides of I was not welcome in the ZAG program, I tried to make the most of it and just keep on going with my account, keep on going with my videos. I was attending Miraculous events who were open for everyone, so not only for influencers. I collected the merch, I promoted the episodes, I did everything I could to be an influencer for the show while not being an influencer anymore for the show, you know what I mean? So But it just kept on being worse. I just kept on hearing stories from people about Ine inventing more stories about me, more lies, more ridiculous things. I got screenshot after screenshot after screenshot, her claiming I would deny her information about the merchandise that she was after, and blah blah blah. Like, so many things which were just not true. Things which never happened, which were not in this world. Where did she get this from? Mystery after mystery for me. I was always reading these screenshots and I was like, what is this? Where is she getting this from? And the same with that bitch Starseed who was just following Ine as a dog, as she lied about me to so many American fans and to other people in Paris and whatever not. Like, she also joined this war against me, which is weird because she didn't even know me. She had no problems with me. There was nothing wrong with us. Like, but she just was like, oh, Ina is hating him, I will join. Okay, wonderful. And she was one of the biggest accounts. Like, did you see her account? She has followers. Like, on TikTok, she has 1 million followers. Like, she is a huge example in this community, and still she just is about hate, lying, and whatever not. That is definitely what Miraculous represents. Wow, you're a wonderful representation for Miraculous. Wonderful. This tea is so delicious, honestly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is. I can tell you story after story after story after story after story about Ine and Starseed. But I think it's clear what I tried to say. These two bitches ruined my chances of being in the ZAG influencer program, and they ruined every opportunity I ever had by the company. Because I had many. I had many opportunities before ZAG influencer program was a thing, and before these two horrible bitches were able to convince Anita I was the evilness in real life, you know? Bad. Super bad. But then moving away from Starseed and akumatized bitch, that Anita girl is so problematic. I don't understand how ZAG hired her. She was a fan of the show herself. Then ZAG hired her and she was in charge of everyone being influencers. Like, ZAG, how dumb can you be to hire a fan who is already part of a community, who obviously has friends in that community, to hire her as being the person in charge over all these ZAG influencers, and she's the one who will be a person to choose the influencers. Like, that's not smart at all. Like, that's not smart at all. And I heard stories about Anita just trying to sabotage people and to cancel people inside of the program and throwing people out and whatever. It is bad. It is bad as hell. Oh my god. Like, I saw so many Miraculous fans who were so in love with the show, who now hate the show because of the influencer program and because of Anita. ZAG, big applause for you. Like, you were after a program to make your show more popular, but you had a program who made your show hated by so many people, including me, one of your biggest supporters at the time. Because let's be honest, I was a big Miraculous supporter. I was here to praise the show in every way, even though the show has so many flaws and so many errors and whatever not. I was here to praise it until the skies, until the moon, whatever, because I loved it so much. But now I hate the show. And you know why? Because of that program, because of Anita, and because of Ine and Star. I really hate this show now so much, I cannot describe it. Every time I now see Ladybug or Vesperia, for example, I see Ine and Star. I cannot look at Miraculous without seeing these two bitches. They ruined Miraculous for me, and I will never return to that franchise again because I hate it so much now. And the way that the company just was so dumb and they had no idea what was going on. They haven't checked how toxic that whole program was. Wild. I even had a chat with Julian ZAG at one point, which is the brother of Jeremy ZAG, speaking about Anita and what she was doing. it didn't change a thing. It didn't change a thing. That company is dumb. Dumb as fuck. Oh, it was too hot. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was the biggest amount of the tea. I won't go into many details anymore because to me, it's really a closed chapter. I don't like Miraculous anymore. I'm very happy with the life that I have right now. It's just I saw so many fans of Miraculous finally opening up about this program that I really had the urge to do the same. And yeah, I just needed this off my chest as well because Ine and Star and Anita, they had such a big imprint on me, and I hate them so much, and they ruined so much for me. They just have to be punished for this. So that's why I decided to also include all their names now. And yeah, so here you have it. You ruined my life, I'm ruining yours. So yeah, that was the Miraculous tea. That was the tea about the ZAG influencer program, about Anita, Starseed, and the Kumitex Camembert. And it was the last video I will ever make on Miraculous Ladybug because I'm so done with it. Oh, I'm so done with it. I'm way more happy with my other franchises, which I also have here and there some issues in the communities because every community has, but not like with Miraculous. Miraculous is toxicness from the highest level. I have never in my life experienced anything like that. Bad. Bad as fuck. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any experience on your own with ZAG Influencer Program, with any influencer of Miraculous, with the company, with the show, let me know. I'm here for you to listen. Also, if you want a listening ear, you can hand me a message on Instagram. I'm really here to hear you out and to maybe help you here and there. So let me know. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one, which will never be about Miraculous anymore. We will return to the fun videos about Winx Club, Frozen, and whatever. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye, guys, and stay magical.